Yeah. 1, 2. I've been thinking about you all day long. Pray that I'm missing you. Call and say you miss me. Trying to make some plans for later on. Maybe do it up and like sing your favorite song. Maybe your dad will take a flight.
What is poppin'? Let's turn that on real quick. On the way out the door. Hope everybody's doing well. RaJuR here talking about the studio. And if it's your first time to my channel, right now I'm hollering at YouTube, and down here I'm hollering at Facebook. So if it's your first time checking out my channel, you never know where I'm going to be. I might be on Facebook, I might be on YouTube, I might be both. I'm all over the place. But I hope you guys are having a great day. And I'd like to thank the Heavenly for the opportunity to be able to see you guys. Hope everybody's doing well. So today the video is about many things that I did coming up into the music game. All right, and we can start from way back, but this is not about going way back. It's about talking about setting up a studio, okay? And by the way, I am a fragrance guy as well. So today I am wearing Atomic Rose by the House of Initio. Atomic Rose by the House of Initio. Yeah, cheers. All right, let's get busy. All right, so basically, I can go back then. I've always had my studio, from a minuscule studio to what I have now. And the studio that I have now came over years and years of going through gear, trying this gear, trying that gear. There's some things I've kept forever, like the MPC. I've had that forever. These mixers I've had forever. So some things that changed in, changed out, came in, came out. Those silver speakers, the JBLs, I've had those as well. I know you can't see me there on Facebook, like you see me on YouTube. Let me see if I can move it over here, okay? And that way y'all can see what I'm referring to a little bit. All right, that's a little bit better. Right. I don't know, man. I'm trying to set the thing up. I decided to do Facebook because I don't really give Facebook that love when it comes to my studio gear. No, it's not working. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Let's go back to here. Yeah, man, see. And the thing about my videos, I do all my videos live, guys. So if you check me out for the first time, know that I do all my videos live. That's how I pop it off. That's how I do what I do. You know what I mean? Keep it real. So now let's get right back to it. Turn it down a little bit more. So basically what you don't want to do is like anything else you might do. From buying cars to buying clothes, whatever. You don't want to buy something when you first start that's going to be outdated. And then you're going to buy this, you're going to buy that, you're going to go in the Guitar Center, you're going to go into Sam Ash, you're going to go into these music stores that's going to sell you something you can afford. And that's your first mistake when it comes to setting up a studio. Don't buy stuff you can just afford. Now, Raj, why you say that? Because I'm telling you, I'm just trying to get you to the point where you need to relax sometimes. Here's the problem. You go to Guitar Center, and you got a salesman there who don't know whack about whack most of the time. Sometimes he doesn't know how to sell. Sometimes they're there to do what they got to do, right? So basically he'll say, well, what you trying to do? I'm trying to sell my first studio, and I don't know where to start. I've seen videos, and I don't know what to get. And the first thing they put you to is the cheapest stuff you can buy, the worst resale value stuff you can buy. So that way when you come back to them again, they're going to take your money some more. All right, so let's just say, for instance, you need an interface. All right, no, let's just get rid of all that right now. You need an Apple product. Now, whether you get a laptop, whether you buy a mini-me, a Mac Mini, or whether you buy a MacBook Pro, or whether you find a tower used, buy your computer used. Try to find a good deal on something that's used that can at least run all the software that you're going to need to run when you're starting your studio. Computer is number one uno. You gotta have it. I mean, if you're doing EDM and all that stuff, and you're using Ableton and all that stuff, you're still gonna need a computer. You're gonna need a computer to get this job done. So you want to make sure that's what you do first. So you go online and you find somebody getting out of the computer, maybe somebody who's about to upgrade. So you want to find you something right now, at this particular point, you want to find you some MacBook, iMac, or whatever that has an i5 or i7 processor with a solid state hard drive. You at least want that first. Now you got the computer. You're done. Now it's time for you to get the interface so you can bring your microphones and your guitars, all this stuff, into the interface. Now, I'm not here to propose any particular brand of interface. What I'm saying is, just because the interface costs $99 and you're in such a rush to get started, you won't go and buy it because your budget says $99, don't buy it. Be patient. Sit back. Do your research. Try to find something that maybe I recommend to you, which I rarely do that. But try to find something that somebody might have recommended to you. And you say, well, look, and that costs $5.99. Well, look for a used. Look for a used and save there. Don't buy something cheap. Don't go buy an interface just to get you in to start recording because you just can't wait to start recording. No, save your money. Save your money. The key to this game, the key to any game, especially this game, studio game, is save your money. Don't go running out buying something because it says on sale, because the reality of it is you're going to go back, you're going to try to sell it to me, you're going to try to sell it to Guitar Center or Sam Ash, and you'll get taken again. My advice, unless it's something groundbreaking new like my mpc-one, I had to get that. But you get financing plans. If you have good credit, you get financing plans with Sweetwater, Vintage King, Musician Friends, some other places. I started out doing a lot of American Musical Supply. You can pay in 6 months or 12 months. So you can start out that way. But don't rush out and just buy something just to hurry up and get ready to record. Because first of all, you got to have a good song anyway. If I had all this stuff and all my songs was garbage, you're like, man, you got a whole bunch of gear, but your sounds are garbage. Then you might just want to rent a studio. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to go buying a whole bunch of money. And I mean buying a whole bunch of money. You might have to buy some money to make it. And that's what I'm talking about, credit card. So you got to do what you got to do. But don't be afraid. Do your research like I do. I do my research. I see something open up. It might be like a stack. It might be like for $1,000 or something like that. Well, if I can't get like a payment plan of 48 months or 36 months, when I'm over $1,000, I'm looking for a payment plan with 36 and 48 months. Because I know when I get my income tax return, if I'm not into the studio part at that point and I'm satisfied, I can just take my income tax return and just pay it off. You got 48 to 36 months to pay it off. So just try to keep your credit right. Get you a card from Sweetwater, Vintage King, so even Amazon. Try to get you a credit card that's going to give you a payment plan that you can afford to get. That allows you to then buy some new stuff from time to time, but at least you got a long time to pay it out. 6 months ain't going to be a lot of time for you to pay out something that costs $1,000. That's going to cost you about $200 a month. You might not be able to do that if you're not making no money like that. Feel me? So there are different ways to do it, but the main thing is don't buy cheap stuff. Because again, you're going to buy that cheap stuff, and now you know, oh, there's something better that's came out. Oh, snap, I got to have that because Raj got that. And that joint costs like $600. It might cost a stack. Yo, I got to get that. Now you try to take that stuff you had that you done spent $99, $199, $299, and it wasn't quite the quality you wanted, now you're going to try to sell it. Guitar Center going to give you 60% of the used price. Not 60% of the new price, 60% of the used price. And not only that, if you go to Sam Ash, you're going to really get took. So your best plan is to wait till you may see something they have used. Buy used. You can get the plan. You got 45 days. You do a Guitar Center. You got a return plan with everybody nowadays. So buy it used. Just buy it used. So you take the piece you don't want anymore that you know they're going to jam you up on. Don't worry about it because you're not taking that used piece in that they sold you for $199. Now they're going to give you $70 for it. And now that's a loss. It's a big loss, but you equalize the loss to the used part or the used piece that you're about to buy and how much that would have cost you new. You got to equalize it. So if you coming out, you lost $125 on this piece that you thought was going to get you over, but yet again, you're saving almost $400 on this because it's used, you go for the $400 piece. But if you don't have that difference to make up the money, you got to save up money. The key to this is save up your loot. Don't be in any rush. Study. Learn the game. Learn what you need to do. And then you take that plunge because this stuff is a lot of money. Y'all, you can't imagine how much money I've spent here. Some of this stuff down here is worth more than the houses you live in. If I had added up every total, I can just go through one rack That's probably, yeah. So, and that's not, and don't think you come up in here and think you can rip me off. I got cameras and I got a surprise always. Waiting for somebody who come up here, think they can do me like that. And I got a lot of insurance with State Farm Insurance. Anyway, man, this sweater, t-shirt is crazy, man. This t-shirt jacking up. Anyway, enough of my fashion faux pas. So, starting a new studio, you want to be careful what you buy. You don't want to be impatient. You don't want to rush and go out and buy gear. First of all, by doing research. So, we have little interfaces that'll get you into your computer. You have your moderate interfaces that get you into your computer that you might be happy with for more than 50 minutes. And then you have those interfaces that's going to cost you a lot of money that will last you forever. But I know people who bought interfaces that was like $2,000-$3,000. Apogee, Antelope, all those. Y'all know you guys probably know much about that, but Apogee, Antelope, all your high-end joints, RME. And they became like, oh, I don't like that no more. You'll spend $2,000, $3,000 for an interface to hook up to your computer, and now you don't even like it no more. That's crazy. But those are the ones I'm looking for. Because I'm looking for them high-end mic pre's or whatever that I can go, I let the other person take the first hit. I'm not going to buy any studio equipment brand new, like I said, unless it's groundbreaking like my mpc-one. If it's not groundbreaking, I'm going to wait till somebody else take the hit. Then I'm going to go, like this piece right here. This piece is a Universal Audio LA10. It's a mic pre. There's also a little compressor built into that bad boy. This bad boy, brand new. This piece brand new will cost you $15.99. That's $15.99. And you'll say, Raj, well, that'll be good. I can use that. But it's not an interface. It's just a mic pre. You need a mic pre and an interface combined that's going to make you happy. Sometimes this is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Because they don't make it that way. For you to buy a mic pre that's going to be pristine, and you're going to be interface as well. You're talking about buying REM, or rrme, or Antelope. You're talking $2-3 grand. Easy stack. So if this is the mic pre that I wanted, which is the tube mic pre, right? This is a tube mic pre. And then I have my interface, which will cost me a stack. I'm paying $3 grand anyway. Because I'm paying $1 grand for the interface, and I'm paying $1,500 for that bad boy right there. It's $3 grand with tax. Let somebody else take the hit. Bought this off a young boy, $800. I'm not sure how much he spent for it. I know I didn't spend $15.99. I spent $800. Let somebody else take the hit when you set up a studio. But again, don't go buy this little thing because you just can't wait to get in the studio and make a song. Don't do it. You better off coming to me. I charge you $25 an hour or $30, depending on what the deal is, and I'll teach you how to use this while you're recording your song. That's what I do because I'm a teacher. And I also wear this right here. Again, I do fragrances too. This is Atomic Rose by the House of Initio. Atomic Rose by the House of Initio. Okay? All right. I can't see your comments because I'm like, kind of like, yeah, I mean, but I'm live, but I will read your comments once I'm done. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share to my pages. Like, subscribe, and share. I talk politics. I talk fragrances. I talk music. I talk gear. I'll talk about anything, man. I don't care what you want to talk about. But not right now. I got to get ready to go to work. So again, you don't want to rush. The key to setting up your studio is, I'm not going to tell you what gear to buy, because my studio was that small when I was in the Navy. I had a double cassette deck, right? A Roland DR660 drum machine. I had a guitar and a bass. And I had some kind of little keyboard, Casio keyboard. That's all I had when I started my studio. I was in the Navy in California. But I always had something I could record on because I always got ideas. And I've always been writing music now forever. And of course, y'all know, I'm a member of the Recording Academy. I am a Grammy member. So I've been doing this for a while. I might not have won any Grammys. I might not have been nominated for no Grammy. I'm a Grammy member. So that's good for me. You know what I mean? Because it is what it is. So anyway, the key to buying your gear and setting up your studio for the first time is patience. That's it. I mean, aside from what you know you're going to need to buy this is patience. Save your money up. Don't be in any rush. Continue to write the songs that you're going to write. Like I said, come to me. Go to another studio. Get those ideas out. Get them flushed out. Do what you gotta do. Sing them into sing them into your iPhone. Boom, boom, bam, boom, 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 bam, boom, bam, and then add stuff in. Do what you gotta do, but don't go out and buy a bunch of equipment that you're gonna find out later on you don't even like anymore. It's cheap, and Guitar Center just want your money for the minute, and you get a Guitar Center card too. But they don't have 48 months. They got this financing. Sometimes they have paying 6 months, paying 12 months, depending on how much you spend. You know what I'm saying? Key to this game is patience. All this I have, thank heaven, health, and everything else is patience. But also, you gotta have something of significance. You have to improve yourself before you go in and you're spending $300,000 on equipment. Again, this equipment down here is worth more than your houses. I have to tell you. But I'm not bragging about this being worth more than your houses. What I'm saying is, if you're really going to do the job, you got to do the job. And I started from smaller than I am where I am. Actually, I have a studio that's bigger than this. But, again, it's not about how much stuff you have. It's not even about the super quality. If you don't have good music, it don't matter what you have. If your music is amateur at best, don't leave it alone. That's why you go to studios first, you hone your craft, you learn how to write, you learn how to develop songs, you know how to hook, you know how to play an instrument or two. Don't be reliant on using samples. Now these kids, they're just freaking lazy. I'm sorry to tell you. Your kids, your sons, whatever, are lazy. They don't want to know how to play an instrument. The only people playing instruments that are young now are the church members who have guys in church playing. Like most of the people who did Jill Scott's album, her first album, came out of the church. Keith Pelzer, keyboard player. Iris, I forgot, Ivan, church. Cats came out of church who did the Jill Scott album. They was playing in church every Sunday. But they were players. And then as they were playing, then they learned how to use technology along with their playing. If you don't know how to play an instrument and you're trying to be a writer, then you're not getting the satisfaction of really creating something yourself. What you're doing is you're buying a whole bunch of samples that somebody like me will sit down and I'll do a whole bunch of guitar samples that you guys can upload, pay me for my guitar samples, and then I'm getting paid for you to use something that I did. But I don't work that way. I'm not greedy like that. I'm not going to sit down and spend all a month making guitar samples, blah, 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 all kinds of samples for you to use to make your songs look good. Because first of all, I want all the money. I don't want just a little bit of money because you use my sample. I want 1%. I want 1% of the product. If you're using my samples, I'll give you 1%. Prince didn't allow anybody to use samples from his music, and Parliament Funkadelic George Clinton, you can't use any samples from my music. So if you use Parliament Funkadelic samples, you paid big. If you use Prince samples, you didn't because Prince didn't allow you to use his music to use samples. Because he knew we work too hard on what we do to have somebody that's taking my sample, me playing guitar, or putting in my album and taking pieces of my album and twisting it around and making their own song, dog. And I ain't getting paid either, dog. Nah, man, we don't play that. You got 30 seconds to try to hide what's mine. And if you can't hide in 30 seconds, you'll be paying me or I see you in court. I know I can tell you more about the music business, but I don't feel like it. Because I got to go to work and I got to eat this dog on oatmeal and drink my tea. So I'm out. Hey, but stay with me. I'm going to be doing more music videos. I'll be intertwining fragrances into the videos. For all the people that I came off YouTube, who my subscribe came off YouTube, most of them came from fragrances. And I don't want to abandon the fragrance game. I don't want to be involved in the fragrance game because there's too many people out there now. You're somebody wake up in the morning or doing my way. I'm gonna talk about fragrances and do a YouTube page. It's crazy right now. It's unbelievable. So I'm out of the fragrance game on YouTube and Facebook. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done. So, but I do like to wear fragrances. And again, this is Initio Perfumes Atomic Rose. And boy, do I smell like an atomic rose today. Woo! All right, I'm out, y'all. I got to go. This is my studio, RocDaHouse Studios. Always have been RocDaHouse Studios. Look me up. www.rajur.net. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Share my videos, baby, because I talk about a lot of stuff. A lot of people don't like me on Facebook because I talk about them politics and I be getting it in and giving you the real deal. But it's okay. We're grown folk. We might be young folk. I'm not here to make you want to vote for somebody or believe. I'm here to talk about music and fragrances. That's it. How y'all doing? I'm out. YouTube, I'm out. Facebook, I'm out. Y'all have a great day. Keep it heavenly. Be a leader, not a follower. Do not stand for foolishness. And I'm out later.